during not just your time in Impact, but over your years in pro wrestling, who are some of your favorite performers that you've gotten to work with?
Oh man, I would have to start with the ones who helped build me up the most, and of course, I'm talking about my closest friends, that's Deanna Perrazzo and Karen Q. Not just training with them, but they also pushed me a lot more, and I just love working with them every single time, and I'm so happy to call them my closest friends. Of course, Kiera and I, we did have a match at a time or two, in the indies. So, but that's what makes you the best tag partners. Is you gotta rough it up a little bit in order to be the best. So, and of course, there's just like a long list of ladies, and I can't name them all right now, but I've all the ladies I've gotten in the ring with, they've all brought out a different side of me, and I've learned so much from them. So, every person I've been in the ring with so far, I've learned a lot from.
I have to ask you this question because I do it to everybody, but obviously you're a champion now, but what are your long-term goals in terms of wrestling?
Just to be able to, be one of the names to be talked about. When people want to say, hey, who are one of your favorite women's wrestlers? I want my name to come up as well. If you ask me whose mine is, I can always say Jazz, Trish Stratus, China, women like that. Like, I want to be included in those names as well. So when you ask a future inspiring pro wrestler, or just even a fan, to say, hey, who's one of your favorites? And they say Tasha Steelz, that means a lot to me, because that means everything that I've done over my years here in pro wrestling, I've done it so well, and I can be talked about for years. I just don't want my name to go away. I want my name to be forever embedded in everybody's minds, for everything that I've done, from the way that I talk, the way that I walk, the way that I come out through the curtain and do my little dance to the ring, the way my style is in wrestling, the way that I'm snatching girls' edges every single week, that's just me. And of course, I always want to provide for my family. I always want to make my mama proud, because she's the one that has inspired me first to become a pro wrestler, and has pushed me to become this pro wrestler. So definitely want to make my mama proud, and just to be able to do this for as long as I can. That's my long-term goal.
What was your family's reaction the first time they saw you on television as a pro wrestler?
Oh man, they definitely were excited. Everybody made sure they DVR'd it, and and they told me about it, and I was like, okay. But it's just a proud moment, because just to know that at one time, my family thought it was going to be a phase for me, because a lot of people always talk about, like, they want to be a pro wrestler, and it ends up not working out for them. But for me, I didn't give up, and they thought it was going to be a phase at one point. And for them to see me on TV every week, they're proud to say that they can say, yeah, that's my niece, it's my granddaughter, it's my daughter, especially my cousin who helped me get into watching wrestling. He always brags about it all the time, like, yeah, that's my cousin, and I always thank him every time, like, listen, you introduced me to this. So, the minute that the world is back to normal, which I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we can all go back to normal, you would definitely get a front row seat to the next event that Impact holds.
What are your mottos in life, both personally and professionally? I didn't mean to throw a deep one to you late in the interview. I'm sorry.
We going deep, okay. Oh man, I would have to just take the same motto that I've learned from a great Hall of Famer, which is Trish Stratus, and that is preparedness means opportunity. In life, you just always have to be prepared for anything, and I am a prepared freak. I always have that hope for the best, expect for the worst mentality, because not everything goes through the way you want it to. Not everything happens the way you plan, but at the same time, you always want to be prepared anyways. And that's how I was raised anyway. So preparedness meets opportunity. That's just my motto in life. And when I heard Trish Stratus always say that, I immediately was like, yes, this is it. Yes, this is what clicked me the most. And I follow that motto every single time.
Well, before I let you go, social media rules the world these days. Can you let everybody know where they can follow you
online? Yes, definitely. On Instagram and Twitter at Real C Steelz. Also, you guys can go to shopimpact.com and pick up that new fire flavored t-shirt that is available and it's fresh off the press, so it might be sold out real soon. So hurry up and go cop that, share it, and I will retweet it for everybody. And of course, everybody needs to follow you every Tuesday night on Impact Wrestling on Access TV, Twitch, and all the other platforms that Impact Wrestling is available. And follow these new Impact Knockouts Tag Team Champions because they are on fire. Absolutely. Literally. Fire and flavor. Thank you so much for your time today, ma'am, and I really appreciate talking to you. Good luck in the future, and I know this is going to be a long tag team title reign. Oh, absolutely. The longest. Thank you so much for having me.